Hey there, so welcome to this new Morin Khuur test video. So today I will test four high-end master instrument. So there is two that are exactly within your budget. There is one which normally is above what we discussed, but it has a little discount because it unfortunately took a hit on the front. So they kind of like put a discount on it because of that. I will show you in detail. And there is another one which is a slightly above the budget that we talked about, maybe around like 70 on 80 euro above what we discussed in the budget. So well, let's get started with the first one. So yep, so here is the first instrument. So they all have the ebony for the tail, ebony for the support here for the string, ebony for the fingerboard, then same the peg as the core in ebony as well. So you can see here how the body is. It's a little bit darker in reality. In the video it looks a little bit brighter, so you can see that the finish is really clean. There is also this nice very kind of like ornament on the side, same also on the front, and then the horse head is kind of like that, so a little bit stylized, I would say. So now let me just have a look on everything. Horse head looks nice and cute. So here it was maybe sanded a little bit too much. Also, was it broken or something? No, it's the fiber of the wood which is like that. Okay, so first thing I see, I don't know if you can see the video. Yeah, it's gonna be difficult to show. Basically there is just like kind of like a line like that, but it's because of the fiber of the wood. Then the front looks pretty well made. Side also pretty okay. A little bit of okay, well that's pretty good, pretty well done. Who's made that one? Soksa. The neck is very comfortable, so let's hear the sound of this one. So okay. So well, I would not recommend this instrument because it's very closed, it's very mute. Also, I see a few little things in the wood, which are maybe, now that I played it, that I felt the box a little bit. I would not recommend that one, because I think that you're also not looking just for a master instrument, but also for a good sound. So definitely this one I would not really recommend it. So let's check the next one. Next one is actually very beautiful, and that's the one that kind of got a discount. So as you can see, it's like a 500,000 discounted, because it took, can I show you, like around here you can see like that black dot here, like it kind of like took maybe a key or something. So it's not really influencing the sound that much. So because the sound actually, here that part is not really vibrating that much. It's kind of like the middle part. The sound is going here up till here, but these part are not really moving that much. So a hit there is not really influencing the sound that much. It's more like an aesthetic flaw. Unfortunately, I think that maybe someone kind of like hit by mistake when they were trying the instrument or something like that, because sometimes people are not always very careful when they are playing the instrument. So it's very unfortunate, because like if you see, you can see that the wood is absolutely gorgeous. And I think I tested that instrument before, and the sound is also quite great. So yeah, the wood is like so pretty. The sunburst also is really is really original, very interesting. It's not really something that we have that much in the Morin. So the style is really cool. The horse head is also very pretty. The mane is quite nice, with the white stripe on the forehead. So a really great looking instrument. So yeah, there is that one hit here, and there is a little, it's kind of also part of the fiber of the wood, kind of like it looks like it was broken, but it's not. It's just like the fiber, and maybe it was not sanded totally fully here. So you can see like there is this little line. So these are the two aesthetic kind of flaw that you can see on that instrument, and that's kind of why it's discounted a little bit. But the making is very amazing though. So let's hear how it sounds. So definitely we are much better than the previous instrument. The sound is much brighter. It's very open. It's really pulse quite a lot. It's closer to the sound, the typical sound of the Morin Khuur. It's maybe a little bit on the bright side of the sound, not really on the how to say, like the fat, the mellow type of sound, more like on the bright side, but definitely better than the previous instrument. So let's check the third one. So for now we are still in within your budget. So this one is a little, it's kind of like almost like just like your budget, and it feels much heavier actually than the previous instrument. So the wood is much probably a little bit more dense, and wow, it's super pretty as well. So it's a little bit on the green yellowish kind of tone of color. You can see that here. There is also an addition of decoration here, and it's actually used to avoid the front to crack. If there is a hit here, it's gonna crack only on the part, but it's not gonna go through the whole table. So that's kind of the use of this line. It's not just decoration. Then you can see the side also, pretty nice wood. Then the back is like this, also very clean. You can see that it's spotless. It's yeah, really pretty. Wood is also quite cool. And then the neck is quite comfortable as well, very nice. Maybe there is a little bit of lacquering on the front, so it will get comfortable after a while. It will go away. So let me show from the other side. So you have like something like that, also quite cute, pretty cool horse with a little bit of blue eyes. So let's see how it sounds. Oh yes. that you can definitely hear that we are again like much better in terms of sound. Now we are really in the typical sound of the Morin. Very warm. It's a little bit close right now because it's brand new. Yeah, I don't think it was played that much. Maybe a little bit. I can see there is not really hit or anything like that, but more like a very very thin little line. Maybe someone like with a nail or something like that. I can see there is like one or two lines as well here, so it's kind of like common use little thing, but yeah, definitely the sound is like much better. So yeah, definitely a very very great instrument. So let's check the last one for now. Between all the three instruments that we saw, this last one is definitely much better. It's the best one. So let's see the last one. So this one is a little bit above your budget. As you can see, it's like 3,500,000. So yeah, it's like a 70 $80 €80 or something kind of like that. So I think like, let's say £100, $100, €100 more or so. I would need to make the conversion. So let me check. So like the making is absolutely great, and the wood is really 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 gorgeous. So you have like this kind of finish here. The wood is also really nice, and the wood here of the head is so awesome, like so cool. It's really pretty, really really pretty. They had it that part, which is great, and then the horse head like this. Mhm. So let's see how it sounds. Who made that? What? Ah, Batandrash. Awesome. Well, I guess there is no need to really say that much because the sound kind of talk by itself. Here, like I mean, the difference in price is very minor, but the difference in sound, you can see like that between all these instruments, the difference in price is very minim. It's always like a 50 to 100 euro difference in the price, but the quality of the sound is really moving up. So well, that's for today's test. So I will not lock any of these instruments for you because they are expensive, so usually they are not really sold that easily. And also because I'm not exactly sure which thing that you prefer, if you are able to kind of like extend your budget eventually to get this one, which has definitely the best sound, or if you eventually have a crush on the one that has a discount, or I don't know. So yeah, that's kind of what we have in the shop right now. So I can see that there is also a little, I prefer to be honest, I don't know if you can see, there is just a little line here, but that's kind of like normal thing, it's gonna happen billion times. So well, just feel like it's better that I kind of like tell you that there is kind of a little line, little mark on the tail here. So well, that's it for this video. Took a little bit of time because there were like 4 instruments, and as they are like expensive instruments, I usually kind of tend to play a little bit longer and show the instrument a little bit more in detail, as it's quite a budget. So well, you can get back to me on the chat and we can talk. So either you are having a crush, you really like one of these instruments, then you can tell me and I will check that it's still available and lock it for you. Then we can process with the payment and the shipping and everything. And if these instruments are not really pleasing you, or if you don't really have a crush, it's possible to wait a little bit, see if there is other instrument in that price range that will come soon, or eventually go a little bit above in the price range to check other instrument. So everything is possible. You can just we can talk about it on the chat. So see you soon. Bye bye.